So who filed the I-864, the main form, the regular form? Who filed that? First, the petitioner. The petitioner is also the primary sponsor of the person they are petitioning for, the beneficiary. So the petitioner filed I-864. Now, there are cases where the petitioner does not have sufficient income to meet the government required financial responsibility. In such cases, the petitioner might need a joint sponsor or a co-sponsor. Sometimes the petitioner is living with either a spouse or an adult child or a relative, and they live together and they both earn income. So the petitioner may resort to the household member to contribute, to prove to the government that together they can support the person the petitioner is filing for. In that case, there is another form to fill out. The petitioner, the primary sponsor, will still fill out the form I-864, but the household member will fill out a specific form. Or if it's a joint sponsor, the joint sponsor too will have to fill out the form I-864. But on the form I-864, be the primary sponsor or the joint sponsor, they have section that the other party will fill out, or the person filling out will put the information of the other party. If you are the primary sponsor, there is a section where you fill out the part of the joint sponsor. If you are a joint sponsor, there is a section where you fill out some information from the primary sponsor. So both joint sponsor and primary sponsor fill out separate I-864 form. Well, now let's discuss the I-864A. Who should submit the I-864A? The I-864A is a contract between the sponsor and the household member. Okay, you are the primary sponsor. You are petitioning for somebody, but your income level is not enough to meet the financial responsibility level set by the government. So what do? You happen to be living with someone who also has an income, and that person is willing to contribute their income so as in combination you both meet the required level. That's when you have a household member contributing income, and that household member will fill out the form I-864A. You will fill out the form I-864 as a primary sponsor, but the household member will fill out I-864A. Okay? And that form has to be signed by both of you. The household member and the primary sponsor both sign that form. But the primary sponsor still fill out their own form I-864, the regular form. So that's the situation with I-864A. Okay, and I-864A for household member is different from joint sponsor. A household member is different from joint sponsor. So joint sponsor, the joint sponsor fill out I-864 regular and mention the name of the primary sponsor on it. Okay, but the household member fill out I-864A to contribute income. and they can combine their income. The joint sponsor will not combine income with the primary sponsor, but the household member, they live together, they are related, they can combine income to support, to make it possible for one of their own to join them in the US. That's what I-864A is about. Here are a few questions this video will answer by the time we are done. This is a scenario. My husband and I have 2 kids, but I have my first son from my previous marriage, and I am filing for him, my son, so as he could complete his college education here in the US. Could my current husband be my joint sponsor? Guess the answer. We'll discuss the answer later. Here's another question. My brother lives in another state, but he has a good job. We both are citizens. Could he add his income to mine as a household member so as I could bring my daughter to the US? That question too will be answered later. Well, so far, if you learned something from this video, like it, share it, and subscribe to the channel so as when we have a new video, you'll be notified. Okay? Well, here is one of the questions we had earlier. Let's answer it now. My brother lives in another state, but he has a good job. We both are citizens. Could he add his income to mine as a household member so as I could bring my daughter to the US? Well, he is your brother, he is related to you. So that may make you think that he will be a household member. But he is not a household member. Why not? He's not a household member because he lives in another state. Not only another state, you don't live together. You have to be in the same household, under the same roof, to be considered household member. Now, if you don't live under the same roof, but you file tax together for some reason, that also is considered household member, even if the person lives separately, but that's another case. So the case of a brother living in another state, probably the brother is not filing with you, so you cannot have him as your household member. What he can do is to be a joint sponsor, okay? Because you live separately, and if his income is enough, he takes on that responsibility financially for you. So the direct question answer to this is no, he cannot be a household member, but he can be a joint sponsor. Here's the second question. My husband and I have 2 kids, but I have my first son from my previous marriage, and I am filing for him, my son, so as he could complete his college education here in the US. Could my current husband be my joint sponsor? Well, your current husband cannot be your joint sponsor. You live together, you most likely file tax together. He can be your household member and file the form and fill out the form I-864A. Okay. If he's going to help you bring your son here, he has to fill out the form I-864A as a household member, because he's a household member. Okay, he's not a joint sponsor. He cannot fill out I-864 as a joint sponsor. He has to fill out I-864A as a household member. So that's kind of a little confusion between a household member and joint sponsor. Joint sponsor is also called co-sponsor. So he cannot be your co-sponsor. He can be a household member, and you combine income. If your income is not sufficient, your husband and you combine income and bring your son here. Well, so far, if you learned something from this video, like it, share it, and subscribe to the channel so as when we have a new video, you'll be notified. Okay? So we have traduction anglais certifié, so certified English translation. People filing for asylum, immigration, business, university, and they need translation. We are here for them. We write letter in English for people who have difficulties, newcomers who have difficulty writing letter in English when they need to. We teach English, that's cours d'anglais in French. Okay, so this is our website, immigspot.com, and this is my email, immigspot@gmail.com. And if you test us before calling, we'll know what you, because there are a lot of telemarketers always calling, so we prefer that you test before calling, and this is the number to contact us.